So what is up, guys? So I didn't release a video yesterday. It was one of those days I was just kind of focused on getting things done that I just messed up the filming, and it was a terrible video, but I apologize. But I did get a few things done that I want to show you guys really bad, and that is my exhaust manifold and my intake manifold. So I guess I'll try and do something a little different. I'll try and like narrate yesterday just because, I don't know, the footage kind of sucks. So yesterday I went to the post office and my exhaust manifold came in. So it happened to be a Megan Racing tubular manifold. It typically meant to put the turbo in a very similar to stock location. So now I got the manifold, I had to put it all together with the new turbo. So the first thing I do is put the lines for my new turbo fittings that I got from ISR onto the turbo. So then once the fittings were on, I then attached the turbo to the manifold itself. Also, before I put the turbo manifold in, I had to put the downpipe on, of course. So this is also an ISR and Juku Racing part, a stainless cast turbo elbow. Once that was all set, I then needed to put the turbo manifold in the car. After playing with it for a while, trying to figure out the best way to route my lines, I had all of them all set, which took literally forever, but it looks great. It is all in there, and it's a nice, fantastic fit. Took another trip to the post office, and my intake manifold happened to come in. Not bad. It's a little dirty, but it's not bad at all. I had the turbo so now that I have the intake manifold, there's a few things I need to take from the stock manifold to make this work. So the first thing I need is the idle air control valve. This is very important, so I removed it from the stock manifold and then reinstalled it to the Greddy intake. Once that was all set, I also needed to put on the stock throttle body, but of course I couldn't do it looking the way it did. So I took like an hour of my time and tried to give it a quick polish. It was kind of difficult because of the shape of it, but it ended up matching the intake pretty well. We're back in the future, and I want to show you guys the manifolds together. I'm extremely happy with it. Ended up looking amazing. So the manifolds are now in the car and it looks amazing. I'm super happy with it. Now I just need to pick a damn color for the valve cover so it can really bring it all together. But this is all set. So now it's kind of on the point of what the heck do we do next? There are so many little things I need to get done before this car can even go anywhere. All the big stuff is now in the engine bay. It may look like we're almost done, but we are far from it. There's still 1.5 million little things we need to do. Trying to figure out which one to tackle first is gonna drive me insane. Yes, today we're gonna work on the cooling lines. My heater hose lines right here, I need to hook up. Now, I'm tempted to chop off another inch or so off of these two lines right here to give more room for the coolant lines, but I'm gonna try and stretch them over right now and see how it sits. Oh, to make this work, I figured out a little trick. What I did was I bent the metal lines up just so they're in line with the water outlets. You could take like a 19 millimeter wrench and just kind of like slip it over and just bend it slowly. It leaves a little kinks in it, but it wouldn't affect it at all, and you don't really see it, so screw it. But I got the back lined on. It was nice and it was a tight fit, but it worked. The problem is, this line is a couple mils bigger than the actual on the firewall. The fact that the other one didn't have a beveled edge like this made it possible to slide it over very tight, like just enough. So I might just cut the little end off of this pipe just to make it work. I'm very confident it won't leak, and it'll make my life a lot easier, so I'm just gonna send it. You can never be too cautious. Perfect. And I did plunge it with some paper towel, just so I wouldn't get metal inside of it. Nice. Not bad. Very, very happy with that. Considering that it's like, you know, an engine swap, that was very, very minimal effort. Heater lines are done. That's good. That's one less thing we gotta do now. Sweet. I was really worried about that. Okay, so next, what do I do? As you guys might know, I've been going crazy trying to decide what color to do for the valve cover. And I think we picked out two colors that, because I have two valve covers, we're gonna do both colors and I guess see what you guys think. Maybe have you guys vote on which one we should put on the SR, and then maybe I'll do like a giveaway for the one so someone can get it, so it's just not sitting out in my shop. But I've been talking to Logan Steel. We're gonna go down there today, drop them off, and see if we can get these things powder coated. Well, it looks nice and clean to me. I'm really happy with how it looks. All the lobes are nice and clean. There's no scoring, there's no pitting. Drew tube is strapped up.
In the onesie.
In the onesie. It looks like you're looks like you're plowing or something.
Yeah. Well, it might as well be warm out here. It's a lot more fun.
That's true. I'm slacking.
I told Jimmy he's got to get... I'm double onesied up. If I can get my zipper undone. Help me out. Jimmy said he's going to get one of these, the thinner onesie. I went doubled up on my
I like
onesie,
that, dude. I want that.
Out here in New England, it's like -15 wind chill today, so it's pretty miserable if you're not bundled up, but Jimmy knows.
So we got 2 valve covers, one courtesy of DJ. Thank you very much. So we're going to get both of them powder coated, one each a different color, and then we're going to have you guys vote on which color works the best. How about that? You're welcome. Coming in new style. At Logan. Finna get them powder coated. Which one we gonna pick? While we're at Logan, we're gonna stop in the bargain barn real quick. I needed to make a throttle cable bracket, so we're looking in the random cuts, and a little aluminum L bracket will be perfect. Is something wrong? Is there something on me?
Yeah.
What?
You got like a Peter Pan ripping your jacket in the back.
Do I really? No way.
It was already there.
Oh.
It's like pre-cut. I was just looking at Dylan, I was like, this dude looks like Peter Pan.
Get out of here. So we're gonna look at all our options for powder. They got a few in stock. Well, they got a lot in stock. So we're gonna try and avoid ordering any color. I want to see if I can pick something that's cool here. We got a wide selection.
This
That's a
is
cool color.
Gumdrop orange.
Gumdrop orange.
Tastes as good as it looks.
Oh yeah, let's see a swig.
Hang on.
All right, so the valve covers are dropped off at Logan. I wanted to pick colors they already had in stock because I didn't really want to make them bring anything in. They're hooking me up anyways. So 2 colors I picked. One's gonna be more flashy. One's gonna be more of just like a clean look to it. What? What? Who's over in the car making faces at me? But one's more of a flashy look. One's gonna be more of a clean look. They're nothing too crazy, nothing like in your face. So get those done in a few days, and we'll have you guys help me out and decide.
What's the password?
So we're back from Logan Steel. Now, while we were at Logan Steel, I was trying to figure out if I could find something maybe that I could use to space my radiator up. And I think we found the perfect piece, and it seems like it's gonna work out really, really well. When we were there, I happened to find this weird shaped nut. I don't know what the hell it's used for, but it's a big ass nut. The bolt to go with it, and it happens to, this is the bushing that sits in the rack for the radiator, and then the pins of the radiator sit in it, so it's a nice tight fit. I need to raise my radiator about probably 1.5 inches. So this piece happens to fit perfectly in that. Go through the rubber piece and bolt it to the frame. It happens to sit very nicely. Very nice and tight. And this should raise it the perfect height to be right above the radiator support. On top of that, I happen to find these rubber grommets in my, my junk bin that if I cut this side off, it pops right into the upper threads right here. And then that hole is the same diameter as those pins. So this is gonna work perfectly. All right, so my quick half-ass paint job, bolt sticking up. Nice and tight. Now the radiator will just right in. The mounts work perfectly. They're nice and sleek. The new tabs fit right in. A little bit of dampening play right there. So I've been staring at this for a while, and I really want to make the radiator sit a little bit lower. I would love to make it level with the radiator support, and I'll be happy. So I'm going to take my brackets back off that I made, shave them down 1/4 inch, and then try again. 25 minutes later of grinding metal, and it's just about where I want it. I'm gonna grind them down a little bit more and then paint them, and we should be all set, but that looks a lot cleaner. You know how to repaint them and spend a half hour grinding metal down? It's perfect. Look at that. Perfect height. I'm super, super excited. I might seem lame getting excited over that radiator placement, but I'm really stoked. It just looks so much cleaner now. It just looks like it's supposed to be there. Now I still need to make brackets for it, which I'll do tomorrow when I have more time. I'll just probably use a strip of aluminum and make a nice little bracket on it. But I want to try and put the radiator hoses on real quick. I thought someone's throwing like a lot of shade for me using eBay hoses. These are G+ hoses. I don't know if I'd consider them technically eBay. A lot of my friends use these. I have Samco hoses on my S13, and those are expensive name brand hoses. These are literally the exact same thing with a different logo on them. So I'm not too worried about it, but we're gonna see if I can trim this down to make it fit. As you can see, it's a lot tighter of a fit than the S13 is supposed to be. I mean, look at the length difference. So I don't know if I could really stretch the hose to work like this. Worst case, I'm sorry about the lighting. I don't know why it's so bad right now, but worst case, I'll go to advanced and just look around and see if I can find a hose that will fit like that. All right, this one was a stretch, but it's good. It works. There's a little notch in it, but once there's any bit of pressure in the system at all, it's gonna inflate. I could live with that. I don't know, maybe I'll buy another line and redo it. It kind of got a little scored up from the hose clamp when I was squeezing it on, but looks good to me. Now to do the other side, and this one has to go down and into there. Hopefully I do not hit the alternator pulley. Right, this hose is a lot easier. All I had to do was shorten both ends. It's perfect. It comes close to the alternator, but it doesn't touch. That's fine. So basically the full coolant system is now complete, which is sick. That is one system off the list. When it comes to engine swaps, I like tackling a system at a time. When you finish a whole system, it's like a good feeling. I don't know. This is sick. Now I just need to find an overflow tank and put that somewhere, but that's easy. So that is all set. I'm pumped, and I was also looking, I have plenty of room right here to bring my intercooler piping through too, so I don't have to do this crazy front mount setup. But I was told that an S13 intercooler piping kit actually works perfectly on the Z. I heard it fits, but I don't want to do that. I want to make my intercooler piping as short as possible because, as you guys know, I like doing the mid-mount kits like I have on my 240 right here. I have the PBM mid-mount. Makes it so you run as little intercooler piping as possible, which means less boost lag, which is, you know, really important when you have an SR. So, so what we're going to be doing is doing an intercooler setup that goes basically right through and right here. I'm going to be running a pretty small intercooler. A lot of guys think you need these giant intercoolers for SRs. I'm telling you now, I'm not gonna do a crazy built SR setup. I'm gonna be trying to get a decent amount of power out of it, but I'm not gonna build it. So you don't really need a crazy size intercooler. That's it for today. Steffi wants to go see movies, so we're gonna go do that, but that's it. Intake looks sick. Coolant system looks sick. Exhaust manifold looks sick. This whole thing's sick. I'm excited. Once the valve cover comes back, this whole engine bay is gonna be unreal looking. Thank you guys for watching. I hope my little flashback from today didn't really screw anyone up too much, but I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you tomorrow.